Number 12, Mason Robrock. Number 14, Courtney Grimm. Number 15, Lauren Ross. Number 16, Morgan Robrock. Number 20, Leah Carter. And number 21, Lauren Hardy. The horses are coached by Kelsey Herber, assisted by Dave Schrader, Cassie Powell, and Michaela West. Play ball! Number 5, Olivia Crown, entering for Huntington. Number 14, Kinsey Wegner, entering for Sienna Heights. Point 6. Sienna Heights. Saints. Number 18, Katie Karsten, entering for the Saints. Point, Saints. Assist Morgan Robrod. Entering for the Foresters, number 4, Michaela Thompson. Saints. Number 6, Kaylin Sullivan, entering for Sienna Heights. Assist Morgan Robrod. Number 12, Mason Robrod, entering for the Foresters. Number 20, Melina Haynes, entering for the Saints. Mason Robrod with the kill. Assist Morgan Robrod, Sister Sledge. Entering for the Foresters, number 9, Eliza Byron. Point, Saints. Number 11, Jessica Holstock, entering for Sienna Heights. Saints. Number 14, Courtney Grimm, entering for Huntington. Point, Sienna. Number 3, Claire Van Dyke, entering for the Saints. Point, Forrester. Number 5, Olivia Cron, entering for Huntington. Point, Saints. Number 14, Kinsey Wagner, entering for Sienna Heights.
Drinth able to get ahead on it, and Coelho keeps it in play. Ahead to Barbieri, touches it over his defender, but the second defender Duke's there. Barbieri gets it back. Him and Patel working together. Camera again on the left side. Barbieri gets back in the middle and now has the ball. He'll work it over to Drinth on the right side. Drinth rips it back to Dolo Bapu, but Schwartz is there to intercept. And the Foresters' Drinth able to get it again in the middle. Patel back to Drinth, over to Leland. Barbieri roaming in the 18-yard box once again. This is sent towards them, and it's knocked away by the Wolverines. And they're able to collect it at the top of the 18, start moving back the other way. Ball sent forward up ahead to Walser. He uses his speed, and he still has possession here. Joining him is Cole, but Foshi tracks back and gets a nice applause from the crowd as he had to work hard to get back into that play and saves the Foresters on the defensive side there. Not something you'll see in the box score, but a crucial play for the Foresters here early. Camera, another chance as Coelho joins him in the middle. A lot of open space in the middle of this defense against Michigan Dearborn. Camera works it in, left foot, knocked away by the Wolverines. Camera regains possession, plays it back to Pukliang. Pukliang drops it over to Drinth in the middle, who works it back to Kleefecker. All the field players for the Foresters right now over the midfield mark, joining the attack. Dolobapu lifts one in towards the box. Patel fell down, and it's headed out by Duke, so it'll be a Forester throw-in, and it looks like we might have our first substitution of the match as well. That's João Ratinho coming in, the super sub for the Foresters, coming off a 2-goal performance in his last match. He was the second leading scorer for HU last year with 13 goals, and you get a duo like Barbieri and Ratinho with 27 goals on a campaign, you feel pretty good, especially when they combine for 4 like they did in the last game. Pukliang sends this one in, dangerous for Ratinho. It's knocked out of play, and it'll be another goal kick, as Ratinho thought that one may have gone off of the Wolverines. Instead, it's just a goal kick, but you can see Ratinho kind of comes in and instantly is like a magnet for attacking chances. He gets right in the middle of the box and creates chances in front of the goal, whether it's assisting, passing, or creating goals like he did in the last game. And Sun's still playing a little bit of a factor here as the Foresters try to win some of the balls in the air. This one's knocked away for a moment, but Schwartz gets it back, sends it forward, and trying to run it down is Badome, but a nice slide tackle out of play there by Pukliang. Controls the attack for Michigan Dearborn. Just waits for Dukes to come up, and he's going to be the one to send it into the box. I mean, this would be a long throw-in, but right now Michigan Dearborn is looking like they might have a chance to get this one in the box with Dukes. That can be a weapon that's not talked about often in soccer, but if you can get someone that can really launch these balls into the box, it almost works as a cross, as it does there, and nearly leads to a goal, but Pellegrin able to step over and make the two-handed save. So Dukes, obviously someone to watch on those deep throw-ins. He delivered a perfect ball in, just not enough on the header, as Pellegrin was forced to make a rather easy save here in the first half. This one sent forward to João Ratinho. It's knocked away and falls to Patel for the Foresters in their home white kits tonight. It's the navy blue Michigan Dearborn Wolverines, wearing that color that everyone's so used to seeing. Foshi plays it up to Coelho. This one now to Patel. He's got some space, rips it back to his left foot, now back to his right. Loses possession for a moment, regains and sends it back to Coelho. Launches one over the top to Camera. Camera cannot keep it in, and it's out for another goal kick. Coelho providing a really nice ball over the top to Camera. Camera just couldn't get a touch on it and keep it in play. But he continues to be the person the Foresters look for on this offense right now and in the attack. Mohamed Ibrahim is in the game for the first time out of Louisville, Kentucky, as Camera is able to pull this one down on his right foot. Good retreat by Michigan Dearborn on the defensive side. Camera rips one in, plays it into the box, and stepping in is Burlack once again to intercept that one, as Leland and Patel were looking to get to the ball. Long ball from Burlack sent forward. Kleefecker forced to come and get it. Pellegrin off his line will jump up, punch it away, and it looks like it'll be a throw-in, and Pellegrin is down on the pitch right now. And it looks like we're gonna need some athletic training assistance here on the pitch. It was Cole and Pellegrin that clashed there in the air, and immediately Cole waved for the trainer to come onto the pitch, so he must have got Pellegrin pretty good. I don't know exactly where, but Pellegrin remains down on the pitch, and it makes you wonder what may be going on, as it looks like it might be a left leg injury here for Pellegrin. So we'll wait to see if he can stay in this match right now, as Costa now gets up and starts to loosen up just in case. You hate to see this if you're a Forester fan. Dan Pellegrin has been off to a great start here in his junior year out of the Netherlands. And that coaching staff for the Foresters maybe just a little worried right now, as Coach Russ Lawson out there with Chris, one of the athletic trainers for the Foresters. And we hope, of course, Dan is okay. And once we know a little more, we'll obviously let you know listening at home. Forester coaching staff kind of talking about maybe some adjustments they'd like to make. Coach Josh Kessler along with Coach Kevin Keski having some discussions with Pedro Borges and Colton Foster, the Huntington native. Maybe some instructions what they would like to see out of these substitutes coming into this game. Dan Pellegrin is on his feet, and it looks like he's going to be helped off the pitch by the athletic trainer and Coach Russ Lawson. So definitely not something the Forester fans want to see, as it looks like Pellegrin is laboring on that left leg. And that looks like it'll surely force Costa to come into this match. And right now you just hope maybe it's something that'll just last a few days and hopefully get some news from Coach Russ Lawson here throughout the rest of this week to see what's going on with Dan Pellegrin. It was the collision with Christian Cole, and like I said, Christian Cole immediately knew the athletic staff needed to come out for the Foresters. So either maybe got a cleat on that left leg or just maybe made some uncomfortable contact and knew Pellegrin needed assistance. That was pretty good sportsmanship by him to make the Foresters bench aware that Dan Pellegrin needed some help. And he's still having some discussions with Chris, the athletic trainer for the Huntington University Foresters. So we'll try to get back underway here as Luis Costa will come into the game and play goalkeeper. Actually going to take Pellegrin off the pitch here on the gator at Huntington University, so not able to put any weight on that left leg. Of course, we never want to assume what sort of injury is going on, and hopefully for Pellegrin, like I said, it's something that he can overcome in a short amount of time, but it becomes a larger situation now for the Foresters as Luis Costa will come in. A sophomore goalkeeper out of Portugal will now have to kind of step in, almost walk into the fire and, you know, be ready to play and keep this game scoreless, as Michigan Dearborn now will be looking up at the backup goalkeeper for the Foresters, obviously up to the task. Played solid in that second half in the last match, but just a little bit of a different dynamic. It'll be another throw-in here from Dukes. Remember last time Dukes had it, this long throw-in created a scoring chance for the Wolverines. They'll try to do the same here. Ball sent into the middle and knocked just wide of the goal, as Costa saw that one barely miss going in the right side, as the Forester home crowd gives Dan Pellegrin a ovation here as he's being carted off the pitch. Couple of changes here for Michigan Dearborn. It'll be Schwartz who sends this one into the box. Left-footed cross across the face of the goal, and it's knocked out of play, and it'll be a goal kick. And Costa will be happy to see those first two chances lead to nothing with him in goal. Costa, one of the many players for this HU roster out of Portugal. Obviously, Foresters like what they're seeing from the Portuguese, and it's paid off for him so far this year, with João Ratinho, of course, being a big part of things. But now Costa stepping in, and he's going to have to play, it looks like, the rest of this match. Sun's starting to go down. It could get a little chilly here this evening. A high of about 66, 65 when the sun goes down tonight. So these players used to the hot temperatures will get used to the cool here for just a few hours, and then back on Saturday, another hot match against Holy Cross here at King Stadium. It's only the second ever night game at King Stadium. The inaugural night game was 2 matches ago. They played St. Xavier in a thrilling 1-1 draw. As Colton Foster gets a few of his first touches up to Foshi, now falls back to Foster. A couple more Foresters wait to come into the match. Hook Liang, the freshman from Thailand, plays it ahead to Dolo Bapu, who turns, and then he's ripped down by Schwartz, and no call. And Dolo Bapu can't believe it again. It looked like he was really knocked there on the back of his right foot. Nothing called. Either way, the Foresters keep possession. Pedro Borges in the game as well for HU, wearing number 33, patrolling the middle of this attack. Dolobapiu up ahead to Foster. He'll play it ahead now to Borges. Just into the match, cannot get on the end of it as Dukes shepherds it out for a goal kick. I think throughout Dolobapiu's career, we're going to see him maybe officiated differently than other players because of his pure strength and ability to also use speed and his footwork to keep the ball, because he was really chopped down there from behind. No call, but his 6'3" frame and the pure strength and ability to keep the ball, it's hard to know really if he was fouled. So we'll see if that changes, but I think that's something that Sam's going to see a lot of in his career, just because of his physical attributes and also his skill set. Just over 6:30 left in the first half. Several good chances for both sides. Dukes once again joins the attack to try to launch a long throw into the box. Sends a low liner into the box, headed away by the Foresters, and a little too much contact there from Michigan Dearborn will lead to a free kick for Costa. Costa into this game after Dan Pellegrin has to leave with some sort of leg injury, it appeared. Shadows starting to set in now, and the lights turned on at King Stadium for these two sides. Foster plays a quick ball to Ratinho in the middle. He works with Borges, who plays it out wide to Robert Nabulare. He goes down the right side with speed. It's knocked out, and it'll be a Forester corner kick, and Nabulare instantly using that speed again to create a chance for the Foresters. He assisted on a similar play on Saturday. Came in for just a handful of minutes and really created 3 or 4 chances for HU. And that speed down the right side is something that defenses have had to contest with, and Nabulare just using that speed has created a lot of issues. Pedro Borges will take this one from the corner flag. Whips it into the middle. On the end of it for a moment was Ratinho. Dolobapiu tries to send it towards goal, and it's sent a little too high over top as Dolobapiu maybe just trying to strike one back into the box, and a lot of bodies in there. You never know if it might deflect into the goal. That one goes a little too high. Gerlach decides to play short here with Pulsini, who launches one forward. Freshly into the game is number 22, Kareem Hassan. Nabulare picks it up on the right side. Cuts one back to his left foot, now back to his right. Sends one into the box, knocked away. Pedro Borges picks it up. He'll send one into the box. Looked like a handball, and nothing there from the referee again. And then the Foresters lose the ball. Hopefully we can get a replay of that one and see if there was anything in there. But right now it's Michigan Dearborn trying to go back on the attack. Dolobapiu steps up and knocks it back to Kleefecker, who plays it over to Pukliang. Owanowski's first touch of the night on the left side. He had some really good chances as well in that last match. Playing on the left wing and using his speed on the flank as well. Boshi up ahead to Camera, I believe. That's actually Borges who's knocked down. But I think the Foresters had a pretty good complaint there. It looked like a handball. It was Walser who kind of lifted his hands just inside the 18-yard box. But once again, the referee did not seem to see it that way, and the Foresters were not awarded their second penalty of the young season. Coelho and Borges stand over this one. Dolobapiu waits in the box. Nabulare, Ratinho, Kleefecker, and Owanowski in the middle. Nabulare gets a head on it, and it just sneaks over as the Foresters had another chance in the air. Robert Nabulare just put that one over top of the bar. That's really the third shot tonight for HU that's just been a little too high. On goal for sure, just not forcing a save as it's a little too tall for Burlack. Of course, not a shot on goal, we know that, but would have hit the goal if it were a little lower. And right now, they're trying to hit the goal for the first time tonight. Still 0-0, 43 minutes gone in the match. Owanowski waits on the left side. This ball sent forward to Ratinho. He tries heading it on to Nabulare, but Burlack easily collects. All kind of chances for the Foresters here, really in the last 30 minutes of the first half. They've kind of stepped up in that offense, and the attack has started to collect more chances and look a little more fluent than they did maybe in the first quarter of an hour of this match. Only 90 minutes to play with here in the first half. It's still 0-0 between Michigan Dearborn as the Foresters send it down the right side again to Robert Nabulare. Into the box, Robert goes, tries to collect another assist on the year. Ratinho's ripped away, and then Michigan Dearborn steps up and knocks it out of the box. I'm telling you, these wing players for the Foresters are really creating all the offense. Nabulare to Borges, sends one to the middle. Owanowski tried for the bicycle. He's knocked down and then tries to get up and recollect the ball, as Owanowski really had a chance there for a spectacular goal, just could not get that right foot on it. Might have seen that one on ESPN in the morning if he was able to collect that one and fire it in there. Fans not pleased with the officiating tonight for the Foresters, and really a pretty big crowd here tonight at King Stadium, as Kleefecker will chase this one down, and he'll send it back forward to Dolobapu. 20 seconds on the clock. Dolobapu once again knocked down by Schwartz, but Schwartz able to keep the ball. Coelho steps up, and it's knocked back to the Wolverines. Now in the middle, the Wolverines go, and a big foul, and this is going to force the clock to stop here, and this is going to be the first card of the day for either side, as it was Ibrahim getting ripped down from behind. So the clock stops here, and the Wolverines will have a chance to probably put a shot on goal from about 25, 30 yards out. Wolverines have 3 players waiting around the middle of the ball here to see if they can draw up a set piece that puts them ahead with just a few ticks left before halftime. Schwartz, Dukes, and it looks like Badown is over the top of this one. Nope, excuse me, it's Pulsini as well. Everyone in on the attack here. It'll be Schwartz who gets this free kick going, and the set piece rolling here for the Wolverines. It'll now be Dukes, plays it short, ripped by Schwartz, and it's knocked over top of the bar by Kleefecker, and that will send us to halftime. So a good first half and a lot of offense, but yet no goals to show for it for either side as we head to the halftime break. We'll have 45 minutes of soccer when we come back. Right now, no goals in this match between Michigan Dearborn and the Huntington University Forest. We'll be back here in a few minutes on FDN Sports.
this is how we like to do it.
We're making a movie!
Good. Okay, 117 Echo, take one, cover mark.
And action.
I'm the script supervisor.
I'm first AC for camera A.
Second AD.
Best boy electric.
Focus puller.
I'm about to run this right here and man the camera.
B-Speed.
Thank you, bye-bye. We've got over 25 students that have worked really hard all semester preparing for this month-long experience.
Oh yeah, the standards have definitely been raised. You ready for me or no?
Normally we do films in 3 days,
We do a lot of student films.
and this has been like 4 weeks plus an entire semester of prep.
This is